7 inventions we owe to the ancients. Number 1, paper. As early as 3000 BC, Egyptians had developed a technique for making paper from the pith of the papyrus plant, a common sight along the bank of the Nile. Long strips were woven together and weighted down to bind them into a strong, thin sheet. The Egyptians also invented pens made of cut reeds, which were strong enough to write on the papyrus, and mixed soot or other organic material with beeswax and vegetable gum to make ink. These ancient paper makers knew what they were doing. Many of these papyrus sheets inscribed with Egyptian hieroglyphics remain intact and readable, even after more than 5,000 years. Number 2. Eye makeup. Ancient Egyptians knew all about the power of a smoky eye. Way back in 4000 BC, they started making kohl to line their eyes by mixing soot with galena, a mineral with a metallic bluish, gray, or black hue. In some ancient paintings, Egyptians are depicted wearing green eye makeup, a shade they achieved by mixing another mineral, malachite, with the galena. Both women and men wore kohl eye makeup in ancient Egypt. They believed it had healing properties, as well as the power to protect the wearer from the evil eye. Number 3. Democratic government. The word democracy comes from the Greek term demokratia, literally meaning rule by the people. The word and the concept was introduced in 507 BC by Cleisthenes, ruler of the Greek city-state of Athens. This form of popular government consisted of 3 separate institutions: the ecclesia, or assembly, which wrote laws and dictated foreign policy; the boule, a council of representatives chosen from the different Athenian tribes; and the dicasteria, a popular court system. In practice, only a small minority of the Athenian population took part in this early form of democratic government, as participation was limited to male citizens over 18. Athens' system of popular rule would last only until around 460 BC, when an aristocracy began to emerge under the leadership of the general Pericles. However, the democratic ideals and processes that originated in ancient Greece have influenced politicians and governments ever since. Number 4. The marathon. In 490 BC, as the story goes, a Greek soldier ran from Marathon to Athens, a distance of just over 26 miles, to bring news of the Athenian victory over the Persians in the Battle of Marathon. After delivering his message, the soldier promptly died. Over the centuries, his story became conflated with that of another, more famous, Greek soldier, Pheidippides. Before the Battle of Marathon took place, Pheidippides ran from Athens to Sparta to warn other Greeks of the Persian invasion, reportedly covering some 250 kilometers of uneven terrain in only 2 days. Unfortunately, Sparta was in the middle of a religious celebration when he arrived, and the Spartans were unable to mobilize for war until it was too late. The battle was already over. The first modern marathon took place at the revived Olympic Games in Athens in 1896 and was won fittingly by a Greek runner, Spiridon Lewis. Number 5. Concrete. The frighteningly durable substance known as opus cementitium, or Roman concrete, first emerged some 2,100 years ago, and would make possible the architectural frenzy that began with Augustus, the first Roman emperor, in 27 BC. The Romans mixed limestone with volcanic ash to form a mortar, then packed this thick substance together with chunks of brick or volcanic tuff to form the basic material for roads, bridges, aqueducts, buildings, and other structures, including such enduring behemoths as the Pantheon and the Colosseum. Today's scientists have concluded that Roman concrete, though weaker than modern cement, is astonishingly long-lasting, remaining relatively intact even after centuries of exposure to seawater and other damaging elements. Number 6. Newspaper. The Acta Diurna, or Daily Acts, which first appeared around 131 BC, served as a gazette of political and social happenings in ancient Rome. News of events such as military victories, gladiatorial bouts, and other games, births and deaths, and even human interest stories were inscribed on metal or stone and posted in areas with heavy foot traffic, such as the Roman Forum. Later on, during the first consulship of Julius Caesar, the Acta Senatus began chronicling the activities of the Roman Senate. The Acta Diurna, which continued publication under the Roman Empire, after 27 BC, can be considered the prototype for the modern newspaper. Number 7. Chocolate. This all-important invention comes from the beans of the cacao tree, which was cultivated more than 3,000 years ago by the Maya, Aztec and Toltec peoples of ancient Mesoamerica. These civilizations used the tree's fruit, the cocoa bean, to prepare a frothy beverage they considered an energy drink, mood enhancer, and aphrodisiac all in one. The Maya worshipped the cacao tree as sacred, and cocoa beans grew so valuable they were used as currency. In the 16th century, Spanish conquistadores seeking gold and silver in the New World brought chocolate back to Europe with them, launching a craze that, let's be honest, never really ended.